welcome to DeForest Hobbies. I'm your host, Howard, and today we're going to be working on the Space Battleship Yamato Volume 6. Uh, this is the collection from Hachette, Japan, but I live in the United States, so I had to source that. It's not available here in the United States at all, at least not yet. It may someday show up here if we get enough talking about it. Might not be specifically this model or not. But let's go through the magazine and see what we've got. So today we're going to be working again on the front where the main cannon is of the ship. There's going to be a lot of little bitty parts, a lot more optic fibers in that are going in again along the sides for lights and stuff here. We're also connecting some of the parts that we got in the first few episodes, and then when we get done we will have something similar to this here done. It's talking a little bit about the Space Battleship Yamato and it's the main wave cannon again in the attacks and how it was used. Some of the drawings that show some of the things from the stories and episodes. Some more of the characters in this one. And in the next one we will be attaching more sides to the front of the ship, building it up a little bit more, and probably doing some more optic fiber work. So let's get started on this. So here's for the parts for pack 6. Let's get these out and let's get started. Okay, we have the parts laid out here. I've already got the screws out. We won't need them quite away. There is also 2 different sizes of lengths of fiber optics. There's 4 shorter ones and there's 2 longer ones. And then there's this part here which we won't need right away. Our stickers and our 2 side pieces here. We'll put them off to the side and these off to the side. And these little screws, which by the way there is 2 on this side here, which are different from the 4 that are here. So we'll get to that in a second. First thing we need is this, and we need our 2 longer pieces right now. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to take and stretch these out here, get them all out, and they've got these little metal pieces on the ends here, which need to be cut slightly, this optic, so that they are up at the edge of the metal here, so that they contact with the lenses when we get to it. So we're going to take one of these and we're going to have this like so. What we're going to do is we're going to feed these in one at a time here. And these are very flexible pieces, hopefully, but they're very thick pieces to take and get in. We're going to need a little assistance here to get this to the angle we want to get it out there, to be able to pull it out all the way through. What we're going to do is we're going to pull it all the way through like this till it's in there flush, and then what we're going to do, let me zoom up just a little bit more here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Hopefully we're going to run this through this little hole there. We're going to pull it through this here, like so. And this may take a little bit of doing here, which may end up making you pull this, push this out if you were doing this build, to get this to go in here. Like so. Like so. So that has a 90-degree angle right here and into there. So that's what we're going to do. And then we want to make sure that this is still flush here, so we may have to kind of fiddleize this a little bit to get that to come through there. So that's flush with that. We're going to do the same thing on this side here with this optic fiber here. And we, oops. And get it past this one way or another here. Like so. She does not want to turn for me. There we go. There we go. Now we get her in there. We might leave that out just a little bit so we can till we get this in there. So we're pulling this through here. Till we get this part here. Like I said, these are very thick fiber optics, so they're very flexible though. So we're gonna pull it through there. We're gonna get this to kind of feed through into there as we do this here. Pull it this way, a little bit at a time, pull it that way, a little bit at a time, pull it that way. Don't rush. There we go. So now we've got those two in there, as you can see, and they're flush to the sides. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take two of these stickers here, and we're going to do like we did in the last issue, and we're going to put these at about 4 millimeters down the edge of these here. I hear a lot of things going on when it's very quiet like this, when I'm trying to do this recording and stuff. Anything and everything. Between the ice making machine, the cat litter box that I'm hearing, or my water pump that's running for water, which is probably means that there's either the wash machine or for the cows. Yes, I have some cattle in that. So there we go. And that's that. Now we're going to put that aside for right now. And we're going to bring this piece back from our stage, I would say from pack 1. When we put this back, I don't know if you remember this here, this part here. And what we're going to do is, there's the spots right here, right there, and right there where there's little holes and there's a little lip there. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these two rounded ones right here, not the square ones, these rounded ones, and we are going to put those into the holes on each side. There is that. We probably don't want to put any glue on these. We'll see how tight these get, because they are going to get pressed in here, and they won't be able to come out. So we want the flat side of this to be against this tip part here. And with my free old big fat fingers, oops, which I just dropped it. See if I can do it with these here, which that's not going to help. Oh, how everybody does this. So easy. Somebody probably could tell me that, oh, they dropped in really easy. No problem. We got to get the tip into the hole. This may take a couple times here. Struggle, struggle, struggle. As we struggle away. As it pops out of my fingers. Well, let's try this. Let's try this side here. I don't think there's a difference between which one is which for 4 and 5 for left or right. I think they're symmetrical. But if they get in there or not, one way or another, that's the whole key. Is to be able to get these slid into place. That one there. Aha! We now have one in. Let's see if we can get the other one in now. This is very, very quiet. We are putting in very small pieces today. We don't want you to breathe very much. No sneezing, no blowing, no breathing. No breathing. Oh. Maybe this is why they are only in Japan, because our fat American fingers can't do this. We are not got small fingers like like the people in Japan, I guess. We are not meant for this detail of a ship. Let us tempt fate and see if we can turn this over just slightly. And get it at least near the hole, if not in the hole. We need to turn it just a little bit. And because it's a angle piece and an angle piece and an angle piece, it is very, very hard. That. And I'm slightly off camera while trying to do this. And we have almost succeeded. And how long did that take? 5 hours later, we have now successfully put those in. Yay. Now, to keep those in, we're going to bring this piece back here, and we are going to place it this way in between them. And I just noticed that this one here is slightly stuck out just a little bit. Proud. We're going to marry that. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. You're just a little meanie. Let's see if she'll cooperate and go in there quicker this time. Maybe we will put just a dab of glue down at the bottom of that to hold it in once we get it. Once we get it in, just in case. Just in case. Okay. So we're going to put this in here. We're going to marry that in there, like so, which will hold these to the edges. There. Now if I just keep that, I grab my screwdriver and we get one of these screws. There's only one set of type of screw in this pack. It's a flange screw. And we're going to dip that in a little bit of 3-in-1 oil to just get it in there to this metal, because this is metal that we're going into. And that will hold those pieces in for those little lights that are just barely right there. You can just see them. If I hold them up to my light here, see that light right there, how it lights up? There we go. Yep. So there we go. We got that part. And now we're going to bring over this piece here. This piece here that we got like in stage 1 also. And we're going to mount that one to this part here, like so. And we are going to put another screw in here. As soon as I get it on the end of my screwdriver. Get that into oil. And we're going to put it right down in here, like so. So now we have that. Looking better. Getting there. Now we're going to bring back our wave can that we just did in the last pack. And we are going to place that down in here there's a slot right here, and that will correspond to this. Oops. The slot right here on the bottom of this will correspond to the slot right there. So we want to run the wire down through there like so. Put this in here. And this tabs on each side of this will also hold that in there. And that's what we have to do with that. And then we're going to take the next piece that's also came in pack 1, and we're going to mount that on top of this here. And we are going to put 2 screws, one here and one here, to hold that in, and that will hold the wave cannon generator into place. And there we have that part done. Just pan back up just a little bit here. She's starting to get a little bigger here. So that's what we've got now with our wave generator into the front of the ship and the lights in this part here. Now we're going to put that to the side, and we're going to get these parts here and our next 4 pieces here with these. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these pieces, there's 4 of them, they're shorter. We're going to we cut these all off again here, right flush with that brass piece and that, because that's what's going to hold it in. And we'll take one of these pieces here, doesn't matter which, because we're going to do both the same way. And we're going to slide these in through here, like so. Pull them down like that, so that they're down in the hole, in the slot like there. And then we're going to take, to get that done, put this one down here. Okay. I was just checking something to make sure that that was correctly what we want to do. So we're going to put that in there, like so. Get those. So let's do the other one here with this. So that way we've got this done here. Through here. Okay, once this is done, these are both done like that. Get that down in there, set them down, and we're going to bring this back here with the last 4 pieces, and there's a little spot that sticks out on each of these, and that. Plus they're also angled. Oops. Plus they're also angled with an angular thing. So we want to make sure that we orientate these correctly to the angle. So there is also a little tab on each side, which corresponds with the tabs on these here, as this is a rounded section here. So we want to make sure that when we put them out, that the angle is at that right direction. So let's get these cut off here. We probably want to add a little bit of dab of glue on here to hold these into the spot, so we will put that on the tab side where the tab intersects to the metal, and these are metal here. And if I'm not mistaken, and I use my cheaters here, these are labeled H3, H4, H5, and H6. And this one here, which we're working on here, is H3. So this one here goes into H3. This piece here goes into H3 here. And so we want to put a little bit of glue in here because we definitely don't want to lose these once we've got these installed. We will be mating these to the outer piece, but until we get that done, we want to just kind of hold them just in case anything happens, because we will be moving around. So we want that tab to go like this, and we're going to put that in there like so. And I'll take this here. We'll push that down into that slot. Just like that. It wants to come back out. So what we're going to do is maybe get this one here. This is H5, so we're going to cut off H. Let's lay that down gently. We will get out H5, which is this one right here. Pick this up again. Sure that that one didn't fall out. We'll dop a glue right here on this side here to hold that in. And we want to take that. Let's grab our tweezers here. You can pick it up by this other part here. Orientate it to the correct direction we need. Let's skip ahead a little bit here with doing that, and we're going to take and we will be mating this one to the, actually before we put the, because we just have to put that on there, we want to take and match this with our piece that we're going to put this on, which will be one moment please. This is okay, this is the sixth one because this is the right side and this is the left side. So we're going to take this here, we're going to take this here, and we're going to put it right here on this tab right here. So we're gonna just take this here and gently put this. See now, which direction we want to do this. Yes, we want, oops, and just what I was afraid of, having one fall out. I want that to sit like this in there. Let's push that back in there again. Push that back in. Right there. So we want this to take and go back in here, which these little pieces should line up with the holes to the outside of the ship, like so, right there and there. And we will take and grab ourselves a screw here, not the plate, screw, one screw, one screw, one screw, one screw. Gingerly hold that. Yes, sir. You hold it. Hold it steady. Holding steady, sir. And we will mount this into this here. Oops. We are not engaging correctly. Why are we not engaging? Apparently, one of these is not going where it's supposed to go. They are in there completely. These are down tight. We just gotta tighten it down tighter, I guess. Just gotta get that screw to bite. That's all. That's all we gotta do is get that screw to bite. But she is not biting. She is not biting, sir. She is not biting. We are having difficulties because she is not biting. She is not taking the bait. And yes, those are supposed to be the screws that go in there. Let us see here. Pull this back out a little bit. And we're going to check here just to make sure that we are in the right thing. Yep, that is the right screw. Goes in there. We are making sure. These might not be, we're not being flush with these here. That our problem. Maybe we need to, see here. Looks like we got a little bit of a nipple sticking out right here. It could be causing a issue with that getting in its spot. Let us try this again. So we put that back down in there. Let's see. Down in there. Oh, that looks like it fits flusher. let's see. Maybe this is what we're got the problem with this one too. Thankfully we didn't put a lot of glue on this. So we're good that we're not being pressured by it. So that's that one. That is that. Yep. So what we're having is we're having an issue that we didn't clip these down tight enough here for it to properly seat into the slot that it's supposed to go into. And I'm struggling so you guys can see how sometimes how bad these can really be, because a lot of people don't normally show all this, and that's the issue. They're like, oh, it goes together just fine, no problem. Okay, so now, oh, did we get the right one? No, it's this one. It is this one here. That one's engaged in that hole. That one is engaged in that hole. Looks like. Are they in the holes? Let's see here. As they should be. That one's in there. That one is not. That one is not. Oh, and she fell out. I am wondering if it would be easier to put them in the holes first and then put the slotted part, put this part to it. And yes, they are orientated the right, correct direction to go in there. That one goes in. Good. This top one is not going in where it's supposed to go, which is what is causing our issue. She wants to be fiddly. She wants to be very, very fiddly. And we are getting this one down here, but this top one here wants to not seat correctly in our thing. And if we can get it to go in the hole correctly here, even though it's a straight shot, it is, there we go. There we go. She slipped in. She slipped in the spot. And let's see if we can now lock her in place. Oops. Oh my gosh. Oh, did you see that? She almost went flying. And that one came back out of its spot. Okay, we will not cut away. We are David Copperfield here. We are not cutting away, people. We are not cutting away. You want to see the struggle? You want to see the struggle. Some people want to see the struggle. You can skip ahead if you want to see the non-struggling, but we are struggling with this a little bit, and the next one probably will go in real easy and no problem. We are getting the struggle. Alright, let's try this again. She is in there. We now have those in, and we can sort of test them if we use our light fixture over here to the side of us here. You can see them, that one there at least lighting up, and one down below there. And I'm not sure if those are going to be white or if there will be another color, but those are that. That one's there, that one's there. So now we got to do number 2. Number 2. And we will do this first, and then we will finish the other part. This one is H6. We will try to cut these a little bit closer if we can with our God hands here. There we go. Let's see, this is H6, which is our upper one here. We will do a little bit of glue here just to kind of help make sure she might stay. And wherever we got it, we pulled up a hair someplace. I'm pulling hairs. Great. This is a lovely time for a build. Putting hairs. Putting hairs. And we will orientate this correctly and put that into there. Like so. Making sure our what is it doing here? She's running away. Did you see that? She was jump ship. We had a jumper. We had a jumper. We had a jumper. And we're going to put that in there just like that. Right there. Like so. I feel like the dentist trying to get the thing in the tooth. Just, we gotta seat that. Did you see that? Popped right out. We gotta seat it right in there, like that. All right. I'm gonna cut this other one off here. Don't you just love it when I use my hands for everything? Just trying to do this without setting anything down. Other people would set it down and be like, yeah, I gotta set it down. I can't do all this at once. Not me. We're gonna put it down there. We're gonna hold it just like that. You're gonna listen. We're gonna make you watch this crazy guy building here. We're gonna put that like that. Pick it up with our tweezers here, and we will turn it slightly so we got it in the right direction. Pick it up, and we put it in there, just like that. The funny thing is, this build does not show it in there of people taking the tweezers and doing such a thing. Now we're going to do this again, meeting it up to the other side here, trying to get those to line into them, into those holes. And I believe this side went together much easier much easier. And I think this is not going to be the last of these lights in this build. These small fiddly lights, I think there is going to be quite a few more of them. And we're going to get this one done here on this right side. So we get that done. And the only thing we got left to do is we need to put these stickers, on at about another 4.5 centimeters on each of these here. Not sure if we really need all these stickers on here for this, but we're gonna do what they tell us to. We're just doing what they tell us to. Get these all on here like so. Bring this one back here now. Here. And put the on here. That. And this final one here on like so. And as of this recording that I got, I've just started to put stuff on my channel actually, and they've been shorts. I haven't put any of these on yet, but I am working on getting the content ready to go, so they will come out more. But I'm a little excited how my first little short video did in that, but we'll talk about that another time. Anyways, so that is everything that we need to do for pack, well, actually they call it volume 6. So we got these two things left over. We put these two pieces here together and installed these fiber optics. We went and built all of this, got these fiber optics in here, the wave cannon put in, and all of this put together here. And that is what we got left of this pack. We will see. Well, if you made it to the end of this video, thanks for watching. And remember, mental note, like and subscribe to be updated to all my content. And thanks for watching. Bye for now. See you later.